Stop everything. What I'm about to tell you will change everything we thought we knew about the Chicago Bears, about the NFL's offseason, and maybe even about the future of this league's hierarchy. This isn't just another rumor, another speculative whisper, no. This is. I've spoken to sources so deep inside NFL circles that they're whispering secrets in the shadows, secrets that even many reporters wouldn't dare to touch. And let me tell you, what I just uncovered, it's explosive, unprecedented, and it involves a superstar of such caliber that the entire league is holding its breath. There's chaos in the front offices right now, calls flying, whispered negotiations, encrypted texts sent under the cover of night. My sources just confirmed something huge, an advance move so bold, so audacious, that it could define the very future of the Chicago Bears. Someone in the league's upper echelon has set a plan into motion to land a player that could turn this franchise into a genuine Super Bowl contender overnight. And no, I can't tell you who just yet. Not fully. But I can guarantee this is no ordinary trade, no run-of-the-mill blockbuster. This is a seismic shift that could shake the NFL's entire balance of power. The pieces are moving, behind the scenes, at a level of secrecy and intensity never seen before. The real question is, are you ready to find out who this legend is? To discover the secret that could launch the Bears into the stratosphere? Because I promise you, the next few minutes, the revelations that follow, will blow your mind. But first, I need your full attention. This isn't for casual fans. This is for the diehards, the insiders, those who know that the NFL's greatest moves are made in silence, until now. So hit that subscribe button. Smash that like. Activate the bell. Because what I'm about to drop, it's so explosive, so earth-shattering, that only those in the inner circle will truly understand what's happening and why it could be the biggest NFL story of 2026. This is not speculation. This is not a guess. This is the inside scoop, the undisclosed truth, the secret that's being hidden behind closed doors. And trust me, when the full story hits the public, it will be historic. Stay tuned. Because what I'm about to reveal will be insane. The Chicago Bears, a franchise with a storied history but a recent reputation for rebuilding, are at a crossroads. After their remarkable 11-6 season in 2025 and their wildcard playoff victory, their first in over a decade, their future looks bright, but the cracks are glaring. Ben Johnson, in just his second year as head coach, has injected new life into this squad. Caleb Williams, their star quarterback, finally found his rhythm, transforming the offense from a struggling unit into a high-powered threat. But the truth is, the Bears still have gaps, holes that could mean the difference between a playoff appearance and a true Super Bowl run. In particular, their receiving core remains a question mark. While Johnson's offense has shown flashes of brilliance, they're missing that one game-changing piece, a deep threat who can light up the scoreboard from anywhere on the field. Without a reliable, explosive receiver, defenses can collapse on Williams, daring him to beat them through low-percentage throws or checkdowns. That's the harsh reality. The front office knows it. The coaching staff knows it. Their fans, desperate for a game-breaker, have been praying for a superstar to emerge, someone who demands respect on every route, who can turn a 3-yard and 15 into a 70-yard touchdown. Over the past few months, behind the scenes, there's been a frenzy, private meetings, international calls, secret trips to undisclosed locations. The Bears management has been scouring the NFL landscape, looking for that missing piece. They've studied film, analyzed market values, and tapped into every wire to identify the player who could elevate the team instantly. And then, they found him. One source close to the decision-makers said the process was painstaking. Multiple meetings with agents, negotiations that stretched into the early hours, even whispers in the corridors of some of the most powerful NFL HQs. The goal? To land a player with the rare ability to reshape the offense, to bring in someone who can stretch defenses vertically, open up the run game, and take the pressure off their young quarterback. This isn't just a fantasy. This is real. And the player in question isn't just any wide receiver. No. This is a superstar of such magnitude, a player whose name resonates across the league, a game-changer who could turn the Bears into instant contenders. And the clock? It's ticking. All signs point to a move that could drop at any moment. The next 48 hours will be critical. Because if this deal goes through, the entire NFL will be watching. And so will the fans of the Bears, who are on the edge of their seats, waiting for their team to make history. But who is this player? What makes him so special? And why now? Stay with me, because the answers are coming, and they are mind-blowing. Alright, brace yourselves, because here it is, the name that's been whispered in every corner, the player whose name could soon be etched into the history books of Bears lore, Alec Pierce. Yes, Alec Pierce, the guy who's been quietly making waves in Indianapolis but is now suddenly being linked to the biggest trade in NFL history. And let me tell you, it's not just talk. It's a real, serious, industry-wide move. Pierce, a 27-year-old wide receiver out of Cincinnati, is in the prime of his career. Standing at 6 feet 3 inches and weighing a solid 211 pounds, this guy is a physical specimen. He's built for the NFL's biggest moments. His game? Explosive. Fast. Electric. He's the kind of receiver who doesn't just catch passes, he turns them into fireworks. In the past 2 seasons, 2024 and 2025, Pierce has been nothing short of spectacular. Over 84 receptions in those 2 years, averaging a remarkable 21.75 yards per catch. In 2024 alone, he led the entire NFL with a staggering 22.3 yards per catch, a number that screams deep threat, vertical game, and game winner. His strength? Elite speed combined with precise route running. He can stretch defenses beyond their breaking point, revealing defenses' vulnerabilities. He's a reliable target for the big play, 24 catches on passes over 20 yards, ranking 3rd in the league, and a career-high 824 yards in 2024. Add to that 7 touchdowns, and you start to see why teams are salivating. But it's not just about raw stats. Pierce is also a physically dominant receiver. His size allows him to win contested catches down the field. His blocking is solid, he's a complete weapon. And he's rapidly becoming one of the league's most feared deep threats. Now, the contract situation? He's about to hit free agency in March 2026, and his market value? Estimated around $30 million per year, with upwards of $62 million guaranteed over the next 2 seasons. That's elite money, and it speaks volumes about his perceived value across the league. Why are the Bears so desperate to get him? Because they need that explosive element. The offense under Johnson has the pieces. Williams is promising and improving, but without a true deep threat like Pierce, defenses can key in on the run game, collapse the pocket, and frustrate the young QB. If they pull this off, Alec Pierce instantly becomes the centerpiece of the Bears' future. Imagine a quarterback like Caleb Williams unleashing bombs to Pierce, turning Chicago's offense into an unstoppable juggernaut, a new era of high-powered, explosive football. And the best part? This move isn't just about immediate impact, it's about legacy. Land Pierce, and the Bears will be remembered as the franchise that pulled off the biggest surprise of 2026. What's really happening behind the scenes? Let me take you inside the war room, because the drama is more intense than you can imagine. Sources close to NFL management are confirming that the Bears front office has been working tireless hours, orchestrating a deal so complex it's almost like a high-stakes chess game. Senior executives, GMs, and even some league insiders have been whispering about a master plan, a move so bold that it's been kept under relentless lock and key. The player's agent? Rumors suggest he's in constant contact with Chicago's decision-makers, pushing for a deal that includes not just draft picks, but guaranteed money that could make Pierce one of the highest-paid receivers in the league. The discussions are heated, with rival teams trying to block or sway the negotiations. The Dallas Cowboys, New York Giants, and even some NFC rivals are reportedly jockeying for position. The NFL's authority figures? They're watching closely, knowing that this could set a precedent for future mega trades. League insiders say that the league's top brass have already given a green light, recognizing that this move could pave the way for a new era of player movement where franchise giants are willing to gamble big for a shot at glory. And the Bears head coach, Ben Johnson? His reaction? Utterly focused. In recent private meetings, he's been described as completely energized, rallying his staff to prepare for a move that could elevate the team's status beyond everyone's wildest expectations. He's reportedly told his players privately, "We're about to make history." The financial stakes? They are astronomical. The deal would include not just a hefty signing bonus but also insane performance-based clauses, think bonuses for yards, touchdowns, playoff appearances, even MVP considerations. This isn't just a trade, it's a contract for supremacy. And the league's biggest insiders are whispering that if this deal happens, it'll be sealed in the next 48 hours. The NFL world will be turned upside down. The ripple effects? Unimaginable. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty, because this isn't just a splash move. It's a calculated financial and strategic masterpiece. Pierce's market value? Estimated at $30 million annually, making him a top 5 paid receiver, but with his age, upside, and recent explosion, teams are willing to pay that premium. The Bears? They're prepared to allocate significant cap space, possibly restructuring contracts, releasing some veterans, or even front-loading his deal to ensure he's a Bear for years to come. What about the cap implications? Right now, Chicago's salary cap space is tight but manageable. They could clear enough space by releasing or restructuring some veterans, but the real move will be to negotiate a deal that includes a massive signing bonus and incentives. That way, they maximize flexibility and ensure Pierce's deal aligns with their long-term vision. And scheme-wise? Pierce fits perfectly into Johnson's vertical, explosive offense. Imagine Caleb Williams dropping back, scanning the field, and launching bombs to Pierce over top of the coverage, creating nightmares for opposing defenses. His yards after catch ability and contested catch prowess add a dimension that Johnson's offense desperately needs. For the 2026 season, projections suggest Pierce could surpass his 2024 numbers, possibly approaching 1,200 yards and 10 touchdowns if fully integrated. The combination of Williams' arm strength and Pierce's explosive speed could turn Chicago into an offensive juggernaut. Historically, NFL blockbuster trades like the Calvin Johnson or Antonio Brown deals have redefined franchises. This move could be just as impactful, turning the Bears from playoff hopefuls into serious Super Bowl contenders, practically overnight. Let's make this clear, what's happening now is unprecedented. The NFL's landscape could shift dramatically within the next 2 days. The Bears are on the brink of sealing a deal that could elevate their franchise into a new stratosphere, but the clock is ticking. If the rumors are true, this isn't just a player swap. It's a statement, a declaration that the Bears are serious about winning now, about competing with the best, and about redefining their legacy. The NFL insiders are whispering about game-changing decisions, do-or-die negotiations, and a move that will echo through history. Fans, analysts, and insiders alike are holding their breath, because when this deal drops, everything will change. And trust me, the next 48 hours are going to be the most intense, most watched, most talked about in NFL history. What's next? Will the Bears pull the trigger? Will Pierce become the catalyst for their rise? Or will the league's powers pull the plug at the last second? One thing's for sure. Drop your comments, hit that like button, share this with every NFL fan you know, because you'll want to say, I knew it first, when this story finally unfolds. This is no drill. This is the real deal. And when it happens, it will be remembered forever. Because in the NFL, the biggest moves are made in silence, but felt in eternity. And trust me, this story isn't over until the final seconds of the deadline pass. Brace yourselves, because history is about to be written.